Going to be spoilers in this video for The Mandalorian, at least for the first 3 episodes that are currently out. And oh boy, oh boy. This episode, wow. Last week, this episode was kind of like, that episode was good, but it was too fillery. And I wouldn't complain, because if that episode was enjoyable, if it was a good episode, if it was well paced, well acted, everything is well put together, is it really bad that it's fillery? It's good, technically, but, well, the problem was, we know that The Mandalorian is gonna be 8 episodes long. It's gonna run for till the week after the Rise of Skywalker. So yeah, it's that's where we're at. And so it was kind of weird that we had a filler episode. I mean, it's technically not filler, it still progresses the story. But all it does is get Mando his shit back, which they didn't even need to make him lose in the first place, but whatever. But I think the only way it progressed the story did show that Yoda used the Force, maybe. But this episode, after the events last episode, I knew he was probably going to give it back to the guy and get his credits, and that's what he did. I wasn't sure whether he'd be done with the baby. Excuse me. Or keep moving forward. And I kind of didn't expect him to go back with the baby. I thought he was going to just leave that baby and that's it. And then maybe later on, there would be another character that would kind of be like, look what you've done. Because this episode was called The Sin. Maybe there'd be a character in this episode and be like, what the crap did you just do? And then he would feel all remorseful. He caused the death of a child. I know this is kind of a Disney show, but I was just saying I thought that could have happened. But that didn't happen. So he gets his credits, goes back to his kind, the Mandalorians, and you kind of see a little bit more of their code, their backstory, how they kind of live, and how they have to kind of live underground because of what happened to them, and Mando realizes that he can't just leave that kid, everyone, so he goes back and takes the kid, and he blows the crap out of stormtroopers. He burns one alive, and then all the people at his guild are tracking him, and he's like, crap. And so he fights with all them and kills most of them, and then all of a sudden the Mandalorians come out of nowhere and help him, because otherwise he would have died. And then it ends with him flying off again with the kid. Wow. This was an impressive episode because it packs so much into the universe, the characters, the story, and put it all together into a way that I think really was well paced, well edited, well acted. The action was great. Everything about this episode was just great. And this is the best episode of the series so far. Episode 1 was pretty good, if not for just a little too slow pace, and it's really just set up, so it's not really ever going to be the best. But it's a really darn great episode. Pilot episodes are a lot of hard work to get done right, and that episode was pretty darn good. And then, episode 2, like I said, a little too fillery. Bam. This episode blows those two out of the water. Literally, it blows them out of the water, So I'm excited for next Friday, and we'll get Mandalorian episode 4, and then we have 4 more to go after that, and then the series will be over until season 2 comes out, which has already been greenlit for. And there is a possible Mandalorian movie that might come out, according to Bob Iger. So, who knows? Who knows? I'm pretty excited for this project. So, let me know your thoughts.